Hello? That's wild. Outer wild. I don't want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't want to do the work today. Happy Monday, everybody. How's everybody feeling today? I hope everybody had a really good weekend. My child has had the most insane allergies over the last 24 hours, so I barely slept last night because I slept in her room with her. We tried to fit in like a recliner together, and that didn't work very well, so Ander took Charlotte to school this morning, and I slept for another 2.5 hours, so it was a rough night. And she's in really good spirits, but she is just a little drippy, coughing mess, so I'm really worried about tonight. I'm not entirely sure how tonight is going to go down, because I know she's going to have to go to bed early, but I don't know how to put her to bed early if I have to be in there with her. Anyway, so I hope everybody's had an excellent weekend. We've got Akudi, we've got Mactastic, Scarecrow, Paladroon, EJ. Oh my gosh, look at you guys. We've got Padawan. We've got so many awesome people. Did jump scare not work? My chat room, like all of a sudden it just said, "Shit, you are now connected." No, welcome to the chat room. Like again, after chat had already gone. So I don't know, maybe there was a weird like connection thing. We actually had some power outages over the weekend. We had a power outage on Friday night. And then we also had a power outage on Sunday night. Paladrune, thank you so much for that resub. Happy Monday. I'm feeling a little, just kind of sleepy. I mean, I did get to sleep for a little bit this morning, but like, it's just been a weird day because Auden is just miserable. Although she's in good spirits, but her face just looks puffy. Her eyes look sleepy. I was kind of hoping that she would fall asleep during today's quiet time, but I doubt it because she probably won't. Hey, it's Wolf! Binged all your GameSpark episodes this weekend and interviewed most of my family because it is such an interesting set of questions. Oh, listen. I could add like 8 questions, but I don't want every single episode to just start becoming like an hour long. But I don't know, maybe that's not a bad thing. I'm not entirely sure. Hey, it's Sword Art! Oh, thank you so much for the resub. Oh, you're so sweet. Listen, resubbing is so kind, but it is absolutely not necessary. Absolutely not. It is one of those things that is greatly appreciated. Oh, At Last. I can do At Last. Oh, At Last has a lot of, you know what? I'm going to turn my fan on. I thought about it before I went live and then I was like, no, I'll be fine. And now I'm, At Last has a lot of, I know, I just don't want anybody to feel like they either have to or that it is expected, or I got a sticky note on the floor that is in my way. I will absolutely sing At Last for Sword Art. Not the whole song, because it's a long song, because it's slow. But I will mute the music for you guys. I will also mute the music in my headphones. Let me think of where to start. I guess just start at the beginning. Okay. Yeah, I actually sang. See, that's why it's kind of weirdly bittersweet, because I sang it for my brother's wedding, but my brother's not married anymore, so... But that's okay. It's one of my favorite songs to sing ever. I love At Last. It's a blast, but it's slow. It's really slow, and it's like, you know, a lot of buildup. But all right, this is for Sword Art, for Sword Art's resubscription. I appreciate that so much. Okay. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, yeah. The whole entire song is actually on my other YouTube channel. And weirdly, it actually went viral. I think I got like 80, I think it was 85,000 views that it got over like a day, and it totally like blew my mind because I don't ever post videos of me singing because I know what people will think. People will be like, oh, she's just doing this to get a bunch of likes or whatever. But then I've also been told by people that I should upload songs of me singing. And so I finally was just like, you know what? All right, I'll post it. I think I posted it on Reddit or something. Landrider, how are you? Yeah, whack, whack. That is gonna be our new scat. Whack, whack is our new scat. Just FYI your eyes. Would I like to come to Padawan's wedding and sing that in place of Spotify when it reaches that point in the playlist? Where's your wedding happening? It's happening in Texas? You know, I've been told by a lot of people that I should sing at weddings or whatever, but the reality is, the problem is when you do something like that, it becomes work and then it becomes hard. And Mactastic and I were actually just talking about this too. I'm currently editing his interview, which is fascinating, by the way. He has some really, really amazing thoughts and points that I had never really thought about. And we were talking about like even streaming and how these people that make partner or these people, and I'm not saying that I would say no to becoming a partner, but it just changes I would imagine it just changes a lot about the aspect of your community, and it suddenly becomes more of, it doesn't become as close, and you kind of have to give up some sense of community to grow. And it's kind of the same with singing. I love to sing, but I think if I had to sing all the time, it would become kind of hard, you know? I don't know, it would become more like a job, but at the same time, my brother loves playing drums and he turned it into his job and he's doing great. So I don't know, maybe it just depends on the person? I don't know. It's Alchemist! Alchemist. Oh, it's in Colorado. Oh, well, that's much better because Texas is hot. In Texas, I feel like Colorado is prettier. So yeah, I've posted covers of songs before, but it's really just not a passion. It's not as much of a passion of mine than actually like talking to people and chatting with people and interacting with people. Posting cover songs is really fun and it's fun to sing, but I would rather sit here and like have conversations with you guys, or do like GameSpark interviews, which we were talking about, but I would rather do that where I can actually talk to you guys and pick your brains about games and whatnot. Seriously, I have enough questions because I would love to add in like, what's your gaming hot take? Like, what's a game that you loved that you didn't love that everybody else loved? Like, for instance, mine is Majora's Mask. Everybody loves Majora's Mask and I just did not care for it. And I understand that whole fandom is super dedicated. It was not my kind of game. And then you've got John Steed, who did not love Hollow Knight. Mactastic has a lot of opinions on Final Fantasy VII Original versus Rebirth. And I also have a lot of those opinions. You guys wanna know my top 5? Also, thank you so much for the hype train. That was very, very kind, and I realized I didn't say that when I should have. It's TJ! Okay, so here are my top, I'd like to do a video on this, but I just haven't gotten the time. So here are my top 5 things that I loved about the game. I loved that there were scenes that fleshed the story out in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth better, like the scene where he remembers Zack when he's in Nibelheim, or like the whole Kate Sith situation when he betrays them, but then when he comes back and helps them out of the temple and all that stuff. Even in Remake, they fleshed the story out a lot better, and and like going after the robed men instead of just going after Sephiroth. All that stuff works a lot better when you can show a lot more details. Yeah, Mactastic was like, we also talked about Metroidvanias. Oh my gosh, I'm like halfway through my footage with him and we're on the last question of the night. And I'm like, that's because we literally talked for like an hour about something that didn't even have to do with GameSpark. Okay, the music, I guess this is in no particular order. The music I thought was phenomenal. I didn't think Remake's music could get any better, and they totally topped it in Rebirth. Music was phenomenal. I loved all of Jenova. I thought everything about Jenova was great. I loved her design, I loved her music, I loved the atmosphere, I loved everything about Jenova. Playing the piano, that's number 4. In no particular order. I thought playing the piano was the best mini game out there, and I thought it was absolutely phenomenal, and I loved it, and I had a lot of fun doing that. And then number 5, I would probably say, are the graphics. Just how beautiful and pretty everybody was, how beautiful the environments were, and the graphics of the battle sequences, because I loved that you could have one character doing like a synergy ability, or you could have one character doing a limit, and then you could still switch to another character and watch that limit/synergy ability happen across the battlefield. I just thought that was really cool. I liked all the graphics and everything. Here are my worst 5. And this is also in no particular order. The Zack timeline drove me crazy. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. The mini games, the endless mini games that may have worked if they'd been fun, but they weren't. The final battle, Slog and Onslaught, and the fact that they allowed you to access the menu during one of their battle onslaughts, but then they didn't allow you to access the battle or the menu at the end. Aerith's death scene, I've got a lot of thoughts about that scene and how they kind of made that happen. And Sephiroth in general. I don't really like what they've done with him. I don't like how present he is. I don't like how he sounds bored. I just don't feel like he's interested, and that he never seems, I don't know. I don't like how present he is, and I certainly don't like the fact that I've now been forced to fight him like 7 times because I don't understand what we have to look forward to by the end. I don't understand. So I don't know how they're gonna pull it all together, but that's like a little mini breakdown of the 5 best things I've found. and the 5 worst things. I'd like to do a video on it, but we'll see if I ever get around to actually doing it. Oh, and Mactastic's like, we're pretty much in agreement. There were a lot of great things about it, and ultimately, I wouldn't have put 100+ hours into it if I didn't enjoy it. Like, I liked it. But it was, I'll be honest though, it was easier for me to come up with my worst 5 because there were a lot of good things about it, but the bad things really stood out. Whereas the good things, I was like, well, how can I narrow that down to 5? Whereas the bad things, I was like, oh no, absolutely. It's like 100% these 5 things were like, sort them, sort them, sort them, sort them, sort them. DJ BJ, I lived on Sonic the Hedgehog games. I'd love to do a GameSpark on that. I played Sonic the Hedgehog. I think I played Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. I think I played you know what? I think I played Sonics 1, 2, and 3. And then, oh, she's asleep. Yes. I knew she would be. She was so tired. Bless her. Good night, baby. Hey, it's Mac! Well, we technically started Prince of Persia on Friday, but I hope only done one stream of it, and it is very exciting so far. It's really, really fun. Alchemist says, I was actually quite upset about Aerith dying. They made a whole huge deal about how everything can change, nothing is set in stone, and then when the biggest plot points were exactly the same. See, I was worried about that. When she made that whole speech about we can change the future, I thought, this isn't gonna happen. But then with the build up, I was like, oh, it's totally gonna happen. I don't love how it was done. It was just, I don't know. I guess I'm not necessarily upset with how it happened. I'm more upset with what happened after. And upset is a strong term. I just feel like, and Mactastic and I talked about this, part of what makes that so sad in the original is that it is so fast and it comes out of nowhere, and there is no time to say anything or say goodbye or anything. And there's this moment where, you know, it's kind of the same thing. Like in Rebirth, he's holding her and he's kind of cradling her and he's crying. And in the original, that happens as well. But I feel like in Rebirth, they gave a lot of this like, well, she's here, but she's not, but only Cloud can see her. And they have these conversations. And she says, are you gonna be okay? And he's like, yeah, are you gonna be okay or whatever? And I just feel like that took away from kind of the heaviness of it all. He didn't even seem like sad. When he left, when they all left, everybody was super, super sad. Tifa was devastated. Kate Sith was devastated. Sid was kind of like, well, what happened anyway? And Barrett was trying to keep busy, and Red was devastated. And Cloud was just kind of like, are you gonna be okay? All right, we'll see you later, and just left. And I was like, in the original, he was absolutely devastated. I don't know. That's just me. That is just me. But ultimately, like I said, I would not have put 100+ hours into that game if I hadn't enjoyed it. So there were a lot of really great things to choose from, but the top 5 things that I did not care for were pretty glaring. But I will still play the 3rd installment. I don't have any. I'm not like, there was a hot minute during the last battle where I was like, I'm not gonna play the 3rd one. I refuse, just based on principle. This freaking sucks. And then I thought, no, be realistic. Of course you're gonna play the 3rd one. You might play it on easy, but that's okay because you just want to enjoy it, and that's fine. But those are kind of those were my things. Ultimately though, I really enjoyed it. I love watching the characters be fleshed out and real. I love the battle system. I loved all the boss designs. I was really, really happy they kept the demon gate in there. I was really looking forward to that. The temple was really cool. There were a lot of side quests I just wasn't interested in doing. And I was just, and then like I've said 100 times before, I felt most upset about the final battle because they took advantage of original game players, knowing that we would take all of Aerith's materia away, and then to bring her back as one of the slowest characters for one of the hardest battles in the game seemed like it was just a huge slap in the face. It was like, you're gonna suffer more as an original player than if you were a new player and you didn't know what was coming. And I felt like that was just crappy to do for original players because I thought, well, that's half your market. So that is what, it wasn't even that the fight was hard, because I understand that final battles should be hard. And I know, I can see the comments now. Well, of course it was hard. It was supposed to be a final battle. I can see those comments on a YouTube video like that. But that wasn't my complaint, was that it was hard. It was the fact that they purposely threw us under the bus and did not give us a chance to fix our mistake when we realized we'd made one, when they had given us a chance earlier in the game and then they didn't give it to us at the end of the game. It just felt really, really conniving and just really kind of awful. And I just kind of felt like as an original player, it just kind of sucked. Anyway. Sonic 6? I don't even think I've heard of Sonic 6, to be totally honest. I just remember Sonic 3 and Sonic... Well, I just remember Sonic and Knuckles, but I really don't remember a whole lot. I just remember the purple water, right? Which is probably when my anxieties in gaming came to be. When you're in the purple water in like the chemical plant zone and it goes and then suddenly you die and you're moving slower in the water and you're trying to get up out of the water. I can't tell you how many times I died with that. And it always made me so angry because I was like, and I think one of my biggest complaints about Sonic, I love the Sonic games, but one of my biggest complaints is when you go through the game really fast, the way Sonic is intended to go, you see so many things that you're like, oh, there's a secret, there's a secret, there's a secret, there's a secret. But if you try to slow down and go through the game, it's a slog because he moves so slow. And then you're timed. And if you don't finish the level in time, you die and you lose all your rings. And so they don't even let you go through and find all the secrets. They just make you go past them all really, really fast. So I just kind of had to give up on finding secrets. Paladin says, okay, wait. I'm missing things. Alchemist says the new Valkyrie theme by itself was almost enough to make the rest of the bad stuff worth it. Oh, all the music. My favorite music, well, I loved Genova. And then I really loved Guy Natok's theme. Guy Natok's theme was phenomenal. And that is the only thing that kept me going during that awful, awful boss fight. Oh my gosh. Paladin says, see, I think the whole you can change fate isn't about Aerith, but other stuff. And I think we'll see more changes in 3, but I also think that they kept the idea that we'd question Aerith as a potential means to motivate us to potentially keep Aerith equipped for the surprise at the end. I thought about that, which I'm lucky I at least kept Cure and Autocast on her. That is the only reason I was able to make it through that fight. It took me 8 tries, is the fact that I had Autocast and Cure on her. If I hadn't, I absolutely would have had to at least go back to the battles with Zack and all this. And like I said, that encompasses with the final battle, the fact that they're slowly whittling away what we all waited until the very end of the game to experience. And so now I'm like, well, what's gonna happen at the end of the game now? How am I even supposed to be scared now? I've faced Bizarro Sephiroth, I've faced Genova in all her gross forms. I've faced Sephiroth himself now multiple times, one-on-one with Aerith, with Zack, with like, how am I supposed to even be like afraid? Hey, it's Feral! So, I mean, it's one of those things that, but like I said, I wouldn't have played it if I hadn't enjoyed it by any means. You know what I mean? I would have quit long ago if all those things had really, really bothered me. But ultimately, I was able to push past it all because most of it you're able to bypass, like the side quests and things like that. But Sonic 2006, you want to rage at a boss fight? The first silver fight in 06. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't played a Sonic game in so long. So long. Wolf says, my hot take, it is an entirely new game with a new storyline. Everyone is comparing it to the original, but it is not the same game. It is a new game loosely based on the original. And you know what? I think I have to switch my train of thought because I think you're right. I think it is loosely based on that, but I can't be like, ooh, I can't wait to see what they do with this boss, or I can't wait to see what they do with this area, because it really is kind of loosely based on the original. And I think they are pushing for new players rather than original players. I think they're catering more toward new players. Like the whole Whispers thing, I don't really understand. But I will say, for the most part, they stuck pretty close to the story. They really didn't deviate that much. Now that Farrell's here, I don't want to spoil too much, but you know, there were certain scenes that I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand where this is happening or why this is happening, or like why this character is here when this character shouldn't even be here. But ultimately, I was able to look past that and be like, whatever, like it's fine. I can move past that. Like I have questions, but I'm like, whatever. My favorite parts were all done. I really loved Cosmo Canyon. I really loved some of the bosses that they put in there. I really loved what they did with the world building around Cosmo Canyon and Nibelheim and all that stuff. I really, really enjoyed most of the game. So Pharrell's like, don't mind me. Yeah, if you're waiting until it comes to PC, it'll be a long time. It'll be a really, really long time. Oh, Mac, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I remember you saying that Catherine Applegate was a delightful person. To be 2/3 through, and as similar as it is, I don't think it's loosely based on it, but there's a whole lot of meta theorizing, and it's a sequel, not a remake theory that I absolutely do not agree with yet. I don't feel like it's a sequel either, because it's too closely, it follows the storyline too closely. But what I am grateful for is that I live in a time that I was able to experience both, because I love the original, but I also love seeing the things they've done with the new one, because there were so many things about it that I really, really enjoyed. Were there 5 glaring things that I was like, what the heck? Yes. But ultimately, those did not sway me. And of course, 2 of them couldn't sway me, because at that point I was so close to the end of the game, I wasn't willing to put it down anyway. So you know what I mean? That was part of the frustration too, is I was like, I'm so close to the end of the game, I can't quit now. But I do think I probably would have benefited from taking a break, because when I come across boss battles or areas that are so hard, sometimes I just have to put the game down for a couple days. But I didn't feel like I really had that luxury because I was streaming it. So maybe it would have been different if I had been able to like put it down and walk away for a couple days and cool off and be like, all right, you know what? I've been playing this too much. I just need to put it down. But I was impatient. I just didn't want to do that. But it's okay. Ultimately, I enjoyed it, and I thought it was a Herculean effort what they did with it. Sure, there were things that I didn't really love, but the reality is, when you take a game that has that large of an influence and that big of a fandom that literally changed the gaming world forever, it would be just like if they redid Ocarina of Time with totally real graphics and they did it in the same way. It's mostly Ocarina of Time, but they also decided to change some things up or whatever. You would find people arguing about the same things. Well, it shouldn't have been this. Well, it should have been this. Well, how come they didn't do this? Well, I wish they would have done this. Oh, but I loved that they did this, or this was great, or that they did this or whatever. You can't please everybody when you're gonna take a game that has already been made and then remake it in a new style that is trying to cater to both original players that played it way back in the day and new players that are used to an entirely different kind of game. You know, it's just totally different. Rincewind, lovely to see you. I think it's the original that I loved, but they wanted to give extra depth to characters and bring into the open world. But if they just copied the original page to page, would have been much shorter and been a bit of a cop-out. You'll never please everyone with a huge fan base it has. See, that's what I'm saying. If they were to I agree, if they were to redo Ocarina of Time, you would be totally divided down the middle. You'd have some people who would love it, and then you'd have some people that would just absolutely hate it and say, I can't believe they did this, that was stupid. And so I'm trying to change my line of thinking and be like, okay, we have the original. I love the original. If I want to play the original, I'll play the original, right? If I want to play the original the way that I played it when I was a kid, then I'll play the original. The remake is slightly different. It's beautiful, much better graphics, way better music. It has the skacket. We love the skacket. I never would have guessed in a million years that Rufus's skirt / jacket / pants suit looked like that, because in the original, you don't ever really see him look like that. It just looks like a trench coat. I love that skacket though. It's absolutely fantastic. Paladrin says, once I get started with a game I love like that, I can't stop. If I do, I'll get distracted by another game and get sucked into one, then forget about the first one. See, this is why I can't play multiple games at the same time, or I can only play like one on stream and then one in my own personal life, because I have a tendency to do the same thing. I become like honed in. I become so focused on that one that I forget everything else, and I play games until I beat them and then I move on. I don't ever like kind of just jump around games because I'm too invested in, and I'm trying to come up with a game I can play personally because I've got some plane rides coming up. I really just need something that I can play on my own, and I'm actually considering Sea of Stars, because as much as I'd love to stream it, let's be honest, I have so many games on my streaming backlog. I don't think anybody's gonna miss that one. I think that would be a good one for me to just play on my own. And games keep releasing, so it's like, I can't. Alchemist says the game creators have said it's not an HD remaster of the original game. It's meant to be a different story in a different timeline, so to speak. I forget the wording they used, but essentially remake meant something more along the lines of remaking your life, not remaster. And that is fair because it's true. It's not supposed to be a remaster or a definitive edition. It's a remake. I do have issues with the remake, the first part, in the fact that they dragged Midgar out to be like 50 hours when how long does it take in the original? Like, how long does it take to get out of Midgar in the original? Like 2 hours? Maybe 3? Maybe, if that. I am just astounded that they were able to drag it out that long. I did not appreciate Jesse's chapter. I thought that was a waste. And for me, I think, and Mactastic and I, was it Mactastic I was talking to about this? Or maybe it was my sister. But for me, as an original player, and once again, this is Susie Grace's opinion. This doesn't have to be anybody else's. When I saw those things with the character that didn't really belong and those weird situations in Sector 5 where I was like, what is happening? I don't understand. Or like Jesse's chapter, I saw wasted potential. I was like, why are you adding something when you could easily, like all of Jesse's chapter, I was like, okay, cool. That doesn't really do much for the story. Why don't we nix that? And why don't we just end the game at Junon instead of dragging the whole thing out in being in Midgar, which is a blip on the original storyline. I just saw that as being like, this is wasted resources. You spent all this time making a stupid chapter where you introduce this wackadoo character that doesn't matter on a motorbike. And like, oh, I thought Jesse drove me nuts. I'm sorry. No offense. But I can think of multiple other characters I would have rather had fleshed out more than Jessie. She just kind of bothered me. But I also was bothered by the fact that they were pushing love interests really, really hard. I know Cloud is beautiful and we all love him. We would all be his love interest if we had the chance. But I did not like that they were pushing it and shoving it so hard with Jessie, with Aerith, with Tifa, with, you know, all these. It was just practically with Johnny. Like there were so many people that they really kind of pushed these kind of romantic things. And I was just like, I mean, I get it. I totally understand. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. This is just fan service. And she's that way with everyone. Oh, I guess that's true. I haven't played Remake in a really long time. But like I said, when I saw those extra chapters, I just remember being like, why didn't you just extend the story? Why didn't you just give us Junon instead? Or give us, what comes after Midgar? Give us the grasslands. You know, end the game with well, you know, give us the grasslands and have us cross the marsh or whatever, or bring us to Junon or something like that. But the fact that, well, and the whole entire ending of Remake I thought was kind of garbage, but that's just me. That's just me.
Everyone,
it's Average Guy, who is also not so average. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate that so much. And here I am talking everybody's ears off about what I have learned is people want to talk about it, which is one of the reasons I love doing GameSpark, is because everybody wants to talk about the games they love. And this is why I'm like, maybe I should add a hot take question. But if I add a hot take question, it's gonna make my interviews like 25 more minutes longer. And I don't know if that's wise to make, because my interviews already range from like 25 to 35 minutes a piece. I don't know. But even if it doesn't end up in the interview, I'm happy to talk about it. But I've been racking my brain because I'm like, all right, when are we all gonna get together in like a round table and discuss Rebirth and the stories, like the story differences, and maybe we should do a monthly round table hot take discussion or whatever. But oh, and I saw Pharrell said, Sea of Stars is really good, but I had my misgivings about it. Okay, wait. You say that it is good, but you had your misgivings. So you had misgivings, but now they're not misgivings anymore? Rincewind says, I think they wanted to give you a bit more to the Avalanche crew. Glad they sorted the side quest pacing out. In this one, as in Remake, felt like a bit padding. Oh, Remake, it was like, oh, it was... Well, and that's another thing, is I never enjoyed the side quests. I enjoyed the chicken one, and I enjoyed the one where Tifa learned to play the piano, played Aerith's song on the piano. I loved that. But most of the side quests, I was like, this is not even fun. And I compare the side quests, I compared the side, I compare the side quest to Horizon Forbidden West / Zero Dawn, because the side quests in that game, I'm not entirely sure how they did it, but I wanted to do all of them. They make them really worth your while. They make it so you get stronger, they give you experience, they give you really cool stuff, and they're all unique. None of them are the same. I cannot tell you how many times I went into a Horizon quest thinking, oh, this is just gonna be one of these things. And it was never one of those things. It was always different, always. And I was always so pleasantly surprised that there was no way I could guess what was gonna happen, ever. And I loved that. It kept me on the edge of my seat. Were we gonna fight machines? Probably. But it never happened in the way I thought it was going to happen. And I really, really loved that. Put the hot takes separately? You mean like make a separate show about it? Like a separate thing? Average Guy was on vacation all last week and missed the end of Rebirth. I opened the stream briefly right after you beat it. Oh man, have you gone back and watched the VOD? It took me 2 days. Oh, I was so angry. Oh my gosh. Can I ask Alchemist wants to ask a question completely unrelated to any topic currently being discussed. Absolutely, get us back on track here, Alchemist. You spent 6 hours painting a condo yesterday? Dude, housework is not for the weak. It is. It is intense to paint, flooring, furniture. I can commiserate. Alchemist has a first date with a lovely young woman this evening. Any pointers, things to avoid? I'm kind of rusty. Oh man. You know, I will be honest. Dating in this era must be really, really hard. Because you have a lot of people that are very, very opinionated about a lot of things. And you have a lot of people that have expectations due to like social media and stuff. Gosh, that is a great question. Any topics to avoid? I mean, for a first date, I would probably avoid anything that's a hot topic right now. You know, war, politics, any of the hot button issues that are kind of circling around right now. Really just kind of get to know, I would say just kind of get to know her and what she, you know, what her interests are, what she likes to do. Maybe look up a list of questions, like interesting questions that don't get asked very often. Like, okay, you can always ask somebody like, all right, tell me one interesting thing about yourself. You know, when you're in like a group setting and you're like, okay, everybody go around and tell me one interesting thing about yourself. Well, what about things, or my husband likes to ask questions like, tell me one thing that not a whole lot of people know about you. Not like the most interesting thing about you, but something that not a whole lot of people know. And I cannot tell you how many crazy answers he's gotten to that. Somebody was like, well, that I used to wrestle goats when I was in high school. That's one of those things I never ever would have guessed in a million years, but I love that. Ask about one boring thing. That's way easier to answer. That's a really good point, Landwriter. Ask about a boring thing. Ask about books. Are they a reader? Or you can always revert to like the really awesome discussions. Like, do you put on your socks and shoes, sock, shoe, or sock, shoe? Or does a straw have one hole or two? Or crunchy peanut butter versus smooth peanut butter or whatever. Those are icebreakers that are really just super like non-judgmental, kind of like also silly things. There's always books, there's always movies. You know, ask if they like to read books or do they listen to audiobooks? Do they consider listening to audiobooks reading? Because there are a lot of people that don't. I do. I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, I'm a mom of 2 kids. I don't have time to sit down and like actually crack open a book. Absolutely not. You know, I don't have time. I don't have that kind of time. But I have been so far removed out of the dating game that I would not even know how to date these days. Are you guys going to dinner? Oh yeah, ask her what house she's in. If she's a Harry Potter fan, ask her what house she's in. Or what house, ask her if she's ever been sorted into a house and if she agrees with that and why. Like, okay, so you were put into this house. Do you agree with that? Or do you feel like you belong in a different house? 100% Hufflepuff here. 100%. It's a whack whack! Whack whack. Yeah, any sort of questions that are, I mean, obviously the biggest thing you want is to get to know her and just, I do read stories with my children. I actually do. We read stories every single day. We always read stories, and she hasn't coughed once. Praise the heavens. That little pumpkin was so tired. I knew she was. I could see it in her face. Ask her what she was involved in high school. You know, what kind of extracurriculars? Was she a band geek? Was she in choir? Was she a drama kid? Was she more like debate team? Was she does she play any sort of instrument? Did she play any sort of instrument? You know, what does she like to do with her time? Does she have any, you know, what are her hobbies? Does she like to create? Does she consider herself a creative person? And then all these questions and things, these will all branch off into little things, you know, but it's all about trying to listen and get to know this person. And hopefully she also asks you questions to get to know you as well. I wish you luck. It'll be fun. You're doing great, sweetie. It'll be great. I don't remember which direction I'm going, but oh, you're new. Okay. Hold on. I forgot all my controls. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay, wait. I was not ready. Okay. Slash, cut. Okay. Power up. Good thing there's a tree here. Okay. Also, if you thought Cloud Strife was a snack, here we have, what's his name? I think it starts with an S. Sargon, that's his name. He is also a pretty boy. Very pretty boy. Have a couple questions in mind because you never know if one of them will grind the conversation to a halt. That's true. What hobbies do you have? I don't have any hobbies. Okay. And then there's the whole like, oh, what was, okay, that was that. That's dodge, okay. And then there's the whole like, if you were stuck on a deserted island, like, what book would you take? Or I guess oh gosh, I guess that depends on if they're a reader. If they're not a reader. Okay, can red not be... Oh my gosh. Okay. Can red not be dodged? Is red like, hey, you better run for your life or else you're gonna die? Now I have to go back and heal again and he'll probably be back. Is this like Hollow Knight where when you heal at a whack tree, like when you sit at a bench, all the baddies come back? Red is unblockable. Okay, that's what I thought. It's kind of like the exclamation point in, what's it called? Yep, okay. Look at me now. No! That was the wrong button. Dang it. Okay, that's... Those are the best scenes. I love the counter scenes. They're so great. They remind me of the Metroid Dread counter scenes, which totally blew my mind. Because I did not realize when you play Metroid Dread... Oh, Scarecrow said he was watching my Metroid Dread playthrough right now. Metroid Dread is still, to this day, one of my favorite games I've ever streamed. Metroid Dread was an absolute blast, and the fact that you can control Samus in those counter scenes is absolutely mind-boggling. How do I... Okay. Oh, I gotta make a choice. Okay, we'll go down, I guess. There's too much pressure. My brother is so excited that I'm playing this game. This was a birthday gift from my brother. Okay. Oh, we have a side quest. Okay. And I've picked up an amulet. Slightly increased melee attack power while in full health. How many amulets can I have? Oh shoot, she just coughed. She slept for probably a half hour though. Poor thing. She had a rough night. And there's nothing you can do for allergies. Like, you can kind of give them things. Oh, it's like a word game. It's like a... Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, so I didn't realize it was a Metroidvania either, but my brother played it and said, by the way, Average Guy, where were you on vacation? That sounds like fun. This week is the last week of school, so we're going on vacation at the end of... Oh no, you're back. Okay, I didn't even have to go heal at a Whack Whack Tree. We're going to Utah on June 4th. I didn't realize it was a Metroidvania either. My brother... Oh, wrong. Ah! Oh! Just saying its praises and said it was one of the best games he's played in a really long time. And I was like, dang, okay. So then he told me he wanted to get me a game for my birthday. And I was like, well, here's my backlog. Oh, here's my backlog of games. So just whatever, man. And he chose this one. And I'm actually really glad he did. Wow, I was not expecting to go that far. This place is huge. Also, there's been a change of plans next week. That I'm trying to figure out how to, oh. Oh, okay, yep, that is better. There's been a change of plans next week because originally I was going to have girls' camp and I was going to be gone on my streamiversary, the 28th, but girls' camp has actually been postponed because our campground is flooded. So girls' camp is not happening until the end of summer now. So I should be able to stream. I'm just not entirely sure when or for how long. But I'm brainstorming about that. Oh, and, but I should be able to pull something together. Yeah, we've gotten so much rain over the last... Can I? Okay. Oh. We've gotten so much rain over the last couple days. Oh, I need a double jump for that. Okay. I know I'll get one of these days. That the campground totally flooded and there's nothing we can do about it. And we're just like, all right, whatever. We're just going to postpone it. I know that my friend that is the president of the organization, I know she was kind of trying... Oh, wrong button. Okay. No! We're going to go heal right here. I know she was trying to get girls' camp done before she left out of town for a month. But... Okay, slight increase max health. Oh, I can put this as well. Oh, I can do 3. That's awesome. Okay. But it just wasn't in the stars. It just wasn't meant to happen. So. Ah! Oh, I tried to dodge with the Final Fantasy VII Remake dodge button and I was wrong. Okay. Can I just say that countering and parry... Oh, can I not make that? Oh, I thought I could make it that up there. I can't do that with one... Oh, yes, I can. Yeah. Oh, that's how I get that crystal down there. That was really good, Sargon. Good job. No. Oh, we got another... Okay. Cool. Good to know that I cannot. Can you die if you fall from really up high? You are an immortal. You cannot, I bet. I bet that is not the case for you. Nice. That was good. Yeah, they make parrying / countering in this game really, really fun. Just like, oh, do I have to hit that? Just like Metroid Dread. It is absolutely worth your while to counter those little sparkles in Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread is phenomenal. I will say, though, that playing through Metroid Dread a second time, I didn't struggle nearly as much with it as the first time. I flew through that game the second time I played it. But it was still really fun. I still really enjoyed it. Oh, you are alive. I see you.
Another one of Ardashir's men.
Sargon. How?
You're alive.
I mean, he's breathing. Like, we can...
So much time has passed.
What? You only got here last night.
One single night that has lasted 30 years.
30 years?
Yeah, we're in some sort of
This
time...
place is a prison. There is no way out. You must flee.
Where are your brothers in arms?
All lost in the citadel. This is no end for a warrior. If a soldier is to die, it should be in combat. My insignia, my brothers in arms will give theirs too.
Okay. Yeah, there's something wacky with time here. I don't understand what it is, but there's something wackadoo. Okay, we're supposed to... Oh, okay. I've been thinking about what I said about gaming hot takes. I would love to do like a monthly gaming hot take discussion because I know everybody has hot takes. Whoa. We would literally be there for hours. We would be there for so long. Everybody talking about their gaming hot takes because everybody is dying to talk about them. You know you are. Yeah, I think one of mine is probably Majora's Mask. I did not enjoy Majora's Mask. And I know a lot of people really love Majora's Mask, but it just was not my jam. I did not like it. Then again, I also played like the original Majora's Mask. Oh, I played the original Majora's Mask on the Nintendo Switch Online. So, okay. And because of that, the controls weren't great. And I think if I'd played the, what is it, the DS version or whatever, where they kind of updated some of the controls, I think I might have enjoyed it more. I'm not really sure. I just didn't really care so much for the story. I just felt like it was kind of... Where are we trying to... Okay, we're trying to get somewhere. I don't understand where. Oh, that moves that! I hope we can too, Landrider. If we can make that happen, that would be really fun. Also, Chiron's going to the same concert Charlotte and I are going to in August, so maybe I can... Maybe we can meet him in the... Like the... I don't know, the entrance hall or whatever. Oh, I see. So that only turns that one. Oh, no. This would be super awesome with a double jump. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That wasn't so bad. That was not as hard of a puzzle. Am I missing something up there, maybe? Question mark? You just never know. No, that's just to do that. Okay. I'm so glad she fell asleep. Oh, but now her monitor is dying and I'm gonna have to go get the charger because... Oh, he's tied to it. I thought he was hugging it. Oh, no! Oh, I'm ready, baby. Oh my gosh, you were so much bigger than I thought you were. Wow, okay. Oh, no! Oh, that was really close. Oh my gosh. Wow, you are so scary. You cannot get... Oh, beans! Oh my gosh. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! I was waiting for a golden one! Shoot. I gotta turn this monitor off. It's gonna beep at me. I need to go get a charger for it. Oh no, we're retrying. We are definitely... Ah! Oh my gosh, I was not ready. Oh, no, I wasn't ready. Okay, when I said retry, I thought they were gonna give me at least a second to breathe. Okay. Let's go under him. Wow, you are so scary, my dude. Oh. It's a good thing I'm small. I'm spry. Oh. No! Biscuits. It's too far away. Okay. So when they say retry, they don't mean retry from where you come in and you see him and he does his little thingy dingy and like pulls up the column. They mean like you are ready to go right now. Okay. I was not prepared for that. They were ready for that. Okay. Oh! Beans! Get him! He booped the snoot. I guess he... No, I think it was worse than that. Okay. The fighting in this game is really satisfying. Oh! Oh, he did 2! Oh my gosh! Wow, that was crazy. Do all these Ow. Do all these baddies have like phase 2? Like Final Fantasy, you know, where there is always... Ah! Okay. Okay. I dodged. That was crazy. I don't know how I did that. I really don't know how I did that. Okay. Oh gosh, they do not give you any time. You're an immortal. Okay. You can't, if he's gonna do his little like gold sparkle, then you have to be in front of him. Yeah. Oh gosh. Maybe I should. How do you use Athra again? I can't remember. Oh, I think I do remember. Okay. Maybe I don't. How do you do it? I don't remember. Oh! L2. Sometimes I'm really good at parrying, and sometimes I'm really bad. Wait a minute. Don't forget to modify or upgrade your equipment to overcome a formidable foe. No, I can do this, game. I do not need to modify anything except my strategy. I just need to get good. So that sounds like, I was gonna say wobbler, collector. I bet it was. Ah! Hold on, next time I die, because it'll happen. You were so angry. Oh my gosh. Ah! 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 Oh my gosh. Just summon down now. Oh, what? That was dumb. How do I? Oh, yeah, like that. Yeah, okay, that was good. That was great. Oh, he's almost dead. Get him! Yeah, we got him! It was Collector. Collector came in. Boom, baby! See? I didn't feel like I had to upgrade anything. I just needed to get good. That's all. Sometimes it's just like that. A Soma tree petal. 1 of 4 petals found. Collect 4 Soma tree petals to increase max health. So they're pieces apart, basically. Got it. Yep. He was large. He did not look that large in the little cutscene in the beginning. I was like,
Father, where am I?
Hey, wait.
Father, what's happening to me?
Wait.
oh,
Who
it's
are you?
time.
You just disappeared.
I did it! I think it's just did it. I can change it to I did it though. Yeah, this place is whack. Whack, whack. Ah, it's got whack, whack trees. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Wait a minute. Did I like... Did I go everywhere? No, I did not. Find Manolius in the forest. Oh, I am going in the right direction. Okay. I was like, I don't understand. Oh, okay. That's good. That is great. Oh! Oh, oh, oh! You. That's what you get. Oh! Well, we spent like literally almost the first 40 minutes of my stream talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth yet again. Because it is fresh on the mind. Ow. And we were discussing things, talking about things, and it was great. It was great. I would say all good things, but it wasn't all good things, simply because I have my opinions. But for the most part, it was great. We discussed it, and I'm trying to figure out how I can talk to everybody about their hot takes about games, because I know everybody's dying to talk about them. You? Seriously? Yeah, that's what you get. That is what you get. They are hard to dodge or parry because I don't quite know how. Can you have multiple things trigger the same clip? Oh yeah, I can. So I could do I did it and did it. So either one will trigger the same thing. That's actually a really good idea. Yes, I can do that. Oh. That door actually kind of reminds me of, okay, so we gotta be quick, we gotta be fast. It reminds me of the Rayman Legends doors, because they're like these little like tentacly things with big old eyes, and you hit them and they go, and then they open. I'm sorry.
Is it the first time you're meeting a whack tree?
Absolutely not.
I've seen these trees along my journey, but you're the first to speak.
Are you a fruit? Hey, it's Petey! Oh, is jump scare not working? Because I feel like that is the first time, that is the second time we've had somebody try to do a jump scare and it hasn't worked. Hold on. EJ tried earlier. Jump scares. Why is those things? Here, this is for you. What? Oh, weird. I just tried to access it and it didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that after stream. I'm not gonna take the time to go through and fix it right now. If it were an easy fix,
No.
I would do it, but looks like I have to go through and. I mean, he does have like a beard made out of leaves.
There
all
are
his
many
facial hair.
whack trees across the citadel. Their branches are a refuge for us.
I'm getting like weirdly like Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe vibes
And
from that
also
face
a
for some
great
reason.
help for travelers like you.
Yes, I've noticed.
These trees have always been here. Their roots are deep, nourished by the primordial atma.
Yeah, most of the chat commands work. I wonder why Jump Scare doesn't. I don't know. I upgraded my computer, or I updated my computer the other day, and sometimes that sends StreamerBot into like a spiral.
But now, the forest.
And now
suffers.
and then I never know how
Amidst
to
the
fix it until it
chaos,
doesn't work in the middle of a stream,
creature
and then
from
I'm like,
elsewhere
okay, I gotta fix that.
sows more misfortune and desolation. Here, take this.
Thank you, floating head. Athra Surge unlocked. Bauman's Breath. Create an explosion and a healing zone that gradually restores health. Nearby enemies are pushed back. Can only be triggered from the ground. This is a level 2 Athra Surge. Hold L2 and triangle. Okay, show me. Heal. Everybody back. Okay, right. Hey, it's Mud! That sounded so much like, it's dangerous out there. Take this. Yeah, yeah. It's dangerous. Take this. It's dangerous to go alone, even when you're an immortal. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, Scarecrow, thank you. That was so kind of you. Is his facial hair made of leaves? Does he shave or prune? Such a good question. So wait, you can change Athra surges too? Like you can choose... Oh, so like if you're upgrading them, you can... Okay. Okay. Got that. I got you. I got you. Floating man head. He doesn't even say what he is. He's just like, yeah, I live in this tree. Oh, that was good. Ow. Biscuits. Okay, so she's out. She fell asleep. Yeah, I thought she might be too. But this battery is dying, so you just have to go plug it in. Yes, leave her in there. As far as I'm concerned, she can sleep for a little while because I would let her sleep. She probably fell asleep about, I don't know, she just went quiet. And then, so she's probably been asleep for maybe 40 minutes. I'd let her sleep for at least an hour. So like, wake her up when you get back from picking up Charlotte. Or like 3:30. I don't know exactly. I mean, just go get Charlotte and I'll decide. Oh, I saw this video on Instagram the other day where this little kid was in the car with their uncle, and it says when you learn your uncle has a sensitive stomach. This is not how I am, but the little kid was dry heaving on purpose, and it was making the guy dry heave, and it was hysterical. I'm not like that. People that dry heave does not automatically make me dry heave, but apparently there are people like that. It was very funny. And the uncle was like, "Stop it! Why?" Oh, I understand. Wait, I am not ready. Oh my gosh, what is your job? Hey, you're small and easy to beat. You see a lizard up there. In our house, we are obsessed with catching pillbugs or roly-polies or however you want to describe them. Auden catches them. They come out in the morning when it's all cool outside. And, ooh, you look scary, good sir. Auden will catch like 50 of them and put them all in a bowl. And then she just leaves them in the house, and then they all, you know, we've got pest control. I'm like, you can't just leave them in the house, baby, they'll die. We also have one slug that, or not slug, I'm sorry, snail that seems to just be like partying around our house. Same guy, we find him all the time. It's just hanging out.
Whatever put him up there. It's a grisly fate. The armor looks old and tattered.
Can I take that armor? Oh, I am so sorry. Roly-polies. Yeah, we call them pillbugs, which is dumb because they're not even bugs. But that's, I don't even remember where I called them pillbugs because I feel like I grew up calling them roly-polies too. But she finds them and she calls them, we call them pillbugs, and she loves them and it's great. She's gotten braver over the last couple months and now she feels like she can actually pick them up on her own, which is really cute. So every morning we go outside and she's like, I found a pillbug. She literally finds like 25 and she'll put them in a bowl. Are you who I'm looking for? Oh no, you are bad. Oh. Ow. Just leave me alone, man. We're on the same side. No, that, you can't block that. Okay, sorry. Potato bugs, yeah, like he's got a spear and an arrow. They're technically called sow bugs, I think. Or no. They're not insects. They're not actually insects. They're actually more closely related to like shrimp and like mollusks, I think. Or not mollusks, I'm sorry, shellfish. I love them though. They're so cute. And Auden loves them. We do a whole lot of pill bug searching in our house or in our neighborhood. They're everywhere because it's kind of moist outside and, you know, especially in the mornings. Dang it. And so they're out when it's cool. Oh, that was awful. Okay. But yeah, we have one slug, not slug, snail that's just been hanging out all over our house. He's everywhere. He's outside. He's by the... Oh, can I climb into that? Can I like morph ball into that? Can I like boop, boop? No. Dang. There's obviously a secret in there. Secrets. How do you, can you like take a picture? How do you do that? Where you take it? I think that's how you do it. Okay. You can take a picture and be like, hey, there's a secret there, which is great. Yes. Roly-polies, potato bugs, pill bugs. Whatever. We catch a bunch of them. And they're super cute. I don't know how long to let her sleep. What is this? I assume I'm gonna figure out what that's for. Oh, I tried that already. That didn't work. Gosh, dang it. I gotta go back there and fight that guy again. Okay. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh no. Oh, okay. We'll just go fight him. I got a what? I got a cannonball? Skins. No, that's better. Like, I like his hair better like that. Like this shaved on the side and all the crazy. I agree with what you said before. I think Rebirth is an adaptation a la Advent Children, but obviously with a lot more care taken. I never saw Advent Children. Is Advent Children only a movie or was it a game? Okay, let's do this. Oh, I'm still in that outfit. I didn't mean to. Ooh. Hey. Kinda.
Just normal tired now?
Just normal tired.
I'm just saying.
I know, but Bubby's asleep. So let's not wake her up. She was so tired, poor thing. Does Pet Supplies Plus have them? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, we'll find one. We'll find one. Okay, this is a bad situation. Oh my gosh, I was not prepared. Oh, it's you. Yeah. What are you doing? He doesn't even have a life bar. I just realized he's not a boss. He doesn't have a life bar. Oh! I feel like I was doing really well there. But how am I supposed to know he doesn't have a life bar? Okay, I gotta change my... What am I doing? I'm changing my outfit. Characters. Oh, there we go. Skins, default. There we go. I'm really annoyed. I want to know what he's hiding or what he'll give me or whatever. Ow. Sparkle, sparkle. Ow. Yeah, that's what you get. Now I feel like I gotta go back and heal. That was dumb. Can I just run from those? I don't have to fight everything I come across, right? I mean, I'm one of those people that kind of does that anyway, you know? I feel like I should because they're giving me those little green crystal shardy things. Ah, that was stupid. Okay, we're gonna try that again one more time. And then we're just gonna run past this being. Okay. See you later. Are they gonna follow me? Okay. Wow, there are wak-wak tree leaves, like... Okay, no fall damage. That's cool. I appreciate that a lot. Makes sense. You know what I'm saying? He's an immortal. Okay, okay. We're gonna try this again. Oh, wrong button! Who's moved? Oh! Oh, seriously? Oh, I keep pushing the wrong dodge button because I'm used to Final Fantasy. No! No! Everything about this is bad. Oh! I don't even know if you're... Oh. Drink a potion! Oh my gosh. Was that even... Oh, okay. He was one of the war... Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Then why did he try to fight me then? Interesting. Okay, so he was one of the warriors from that guy that... Okay. Oh, we're timed. Ooh, look at all this treasure. What is this money, right? Like, this must be money. What are they, like crystal shards or something? Oh. Son of a biscuit. Okay, wait. Do I have to fight that guy over again? I missed a pickup. Bye, Mactastic. Thank you so much for being here. Always, always a pleasure. Wolf says, yeah, Advent Children was interesting. Like, someone wanted to know what happened next, but they had more money than sense. Given the fact that I have a potion, I don't know if I... Okay, where are my... It says 1 out of 8. So does that mean I still have to fight that guy again? See ya. Oh, oops, I keep pushing the wrong button. How do you run again? Like, faster? I think you dodge. Hold dodge down. That's how you run. Not that that does anything good right then, but... It's been really interesting. I will say I've seen like pictures of like Final Fantasy VII, like Advent Children and stuff like that. It's been really interesting to watch the evolution of Cloud, how he looks, how he talks, how he acts. It's been really, really interesting. Oh my gosh, it's Sappy. How's it going? No, I totally understand. Listen, that is the risk that you take when you stream a game that is super, super popular, and sometimes it happens. I'm done with it. We talked a lot about it today. We've talked a lot about it over the last, week because I have a lot of thoughts, but ultimately my thoughts are good ones. Oh, I did miss a pickup. Oh, his thing, which is what I needed. Yay. That's really interesting that they would save the fact that you killed him, but give you your potion back. That is odd. Interesting. Final Fantasy Rebirth was great. I liked it a lot. Yes, there were some things about it that I didn't really appreciate, but overall, the good absolutely outweighed the bad. And oh, are those little skulls like, this is where you died last time? Kind of like in Hollow Knight, when it's like, here's your shade. This is where you have to go. Oh, that would have been nice to know. I am an idiot. Jump yet. It was the first Final Fantasy I ever completed, the original, but the remakes have new stuff, so it's kind of new. Absolutely. There were definitely a couple things they changed, some things that they... Oh! Are you... Okay, yep, you sure are. Yeah, don't look at it as like a complete remaster of the original. They definitely added things that weren't in the original, but you're in for a treat because it's a great experience, and I think you'll enjoy it. I'm the same way. I don't have a double jump and I can't get up there yet. I'm the same way with the original. It's the first Final Fantasy game I ever beat, and it's actually the first and only Final Fantasy I've ever actually finished. I've played 9, and I played 9, but I couldn't finish it because I just wasn't into it. And then I played Tactics, but I also couldn't finish that because my disc broke. So Final Fantasy VII, the original, is the only Final Fantasy game I've ever finished. And for the most part, I really enjoyed it. What they did well, they did really, really well. The soundtrack alone was like, what was it? I think it was Cryptic that said Final Fantasy VII Remake is like a $50 soundtrack, or like a $60 soundtrack with a game attached or something like that. The soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal. I did see that you can make polls on Discord, Sword Art, and I'm very happy about that. That will make my life a lot easier. Follow the... Wait, isn't this where I came from? And for the record, I've never played Zelda 2, so I couldn't say whether it was a... Bye, Alchemist! Good luck on the date! Let us know! I'm very excited for you. It'll be great. It'll be super great. I'm at Junon, but had to stop to play other games that have time-gated stuff. Oh, so you're playing Rebirth right now? I loved the music in the Junon area a lot. I don't know what my favorite overworld music was. They were all so good. I feel like I was just here. Oh, but I got like bullied. Oh, what? So is this like a time thing? Like, do you come? Oh my God. Do you come back after like a certain? Oh, I healed. That's why. I remember. Leave me alone. I do not have time.
Hi, Sargon.
Oh, that's right. This little girl. Heck yes, I'll buy a map.
Lend me your Eye of the Wanderer. I'll add the information I've gleaned about this area.
So she's like my cornifer. Got it. Nice. Okay. I like that a lot. So I don't have to discover the entire map. I can buy a map from her. That is great. I love that. There's this bird that just wants to... She's just humming quietly to herself. Everything's fine. Take them out. Yes. Oh, what? I thought that killed instantly. Does it not? No, it's not. What the heck? Oh, okay. Well, missed that opportunity, so that's cool. Oh, why? Why? I'm gonna die. Yeah. Awesome. Wolf has played 7, 8, 3 hours of 9, 10, 10, 2, 13, 13, 2, 13, 3, 15, and then remake and rebirth. Holy moly. Wolf is a Final Fantasy connoisseur. Okay, wait. 7, 8. Okay, so you haven't played any before... You haven't played any before the PlayStation era, then? You haven't played any of the, like, Nintendos? Super Nintendo? That's so many. I have Final Fantasy X, and it is on my backlog to stream because literally every single person I talk to, especially in GameSpark, says, you have to play 10. 10 is wonderful. And almost every person that says... when I ask, have you ever cried in a video game? Almost every single person says Final Fantasy X. So apparently I need to play it. I remember seeing like, ow. Okay. Ow. Shoot, I should have done the, okay, I can't remember. It's L2. Square is the first opera, and triangle is the second. Okay. I have to say, I feel like I'm a really good fighter one-on-one, but once you give me multiple baddies, I feel like I struggle. How are you still alive, bird? Okay. Oh, okay. Just run away. Oh my gosh. Just gonna leave them away. Lead them. Go away. Oh, I don't like how this one sounds. Oh, no, I do not. Are we mines? No, I am not ready to come to a new place yet. I need to finish what I can in the forest first. Oh, there's going to be another person back there. You should sign up for one of my interviews. You get a whole... I'm trying to be better at like, what's the term I'm looking for? I'm trying to be better at time management. Because if I let people just talk forever, we will sit and talk for hours and hours and hours. And I don't want to waste anybody's time. And I want to make sure I don't have to spend hours and hours editing a video anyway. But you should. If you love to talk, if you want to talk games, you should. I try not to take over the conversation with anything of myself because that's not what the goal is. I want to hear what other... Okay. Okay, I can slide under you. That's nice. That's nice and good. Gross. Oh, oh, he was ready for that. Oh my gosh. He was ready for that too. Oh, beans. Oh, he was ready for that. Oh gosh, okay. So just when you're like, sweet, I can just slide underneath enemies, they're like, just kidding, no you can't. Now we got an enemy that is expecting that. I understand. Okay. Wish I had a projectile. That would be stupendous. Yeah, I was ready for that too. Oh, never thinking about that. It was bad. That was terrible. That was a really bad decision. Okay. Oh. Maybe this will work and do something. Oh, that was good. Okay, all right, that's cool. Okay, so you build Athra by hitting enemies or taking damage? I really like your design, my dude. At this point, she's probably been asleep for about an hour. I would go wake her up. Yeah. You know what I would do, though? Yeah, you know what I would do, though? I would have milk ready. Because she's going to wake up and not know what day it is and what year it is, and she's going to want some milk. Okay, wait. I missed what Wolf said. Didn't discover RPGs as a genre until after high school. I was a Mario girl before then. You know what's interesting? Mario for me is like, I love Mario games. Don't get me wrong. My favorite Mario game I've ever played is Mario Galaxy 2. I love Mario games and I have fun playing them and I like them a lot, but I would also be 100% okay if Nintendo never released another one. And that's not because I hate on Mario. It's just like, how many times can we redo? I just feel like there's, I don't know. There's just too much. There's too much. And Mactastic actually talks a lot about this in his GameSpark interview, and I don't want to ruin it, but he talks about Nintendo's decisions about games and how they make games and whatnot that really made me think about what I know about games and how it really changed how I look at Nintendo in general. And I think he's absolutely right. So I'm in the middle of editing that episode, but you guys will have to check it out because he makes some very, very valid points about Nintendo and game genres and falling into formulas and things like that. But like, don't get me wrong, I love Mario, but I would be 100% okay if I never played it, like if they never announced another one. And it's only because Mario has never given me the same feelings that like Zelda has or Final Fantasy has or even Hollow Knight has, or I've never connected emotionally. And I'm a person that plays video games mostly because I really love the storylines. Now, are there games I've played that don't have insane, incredible storylines? Of course there are. Like, I loved Celeste, and Celeste's story didn't, like, pack a huge punch for me, but the gameplay was really fun, and I really enjoyed it. I really loved Guacamelee because I love platforming, and platforming's really fun, and that didn't have, like, a super intense story either. I mean, do they have stories? Of course they do, but I've never felt emotionally punched in the gut by a Mario game. At least not yet, you know? But that's not to say that I don't love Mario, because I think Mario is great and it started a whole revolution and it changed the gaming world forever. That was a spark game for a lot of people. And so I don't have anything against Mario. It's just, I'm just not really a Mario girl anymore. We can do this. Come on, Sargon. Oh gosh, we were not ready for that. Gosh, it's crazy. The bosses, it's like they learn from your behaviors. It's so genius. Because they suddenly will be like, okay, I see how you're doing this and I'm gonna change how I do this too. It's really, really crazy. It's really cool, actually. Like, it's frustrating, but it's, yeah, see? Okay, he trampled me. But, so, it's like they suddenly will be like, okay, so you're gonna slide under all your enemies? Well, now we're gonna make it so your enemy's gonna attack you from behind. Okay, well now you're just sliding under and now you've learned how to evade that behind attack. So now we're gonna have him like run after you. You're gonna slide under him and he's immediately gonna turn around and come and run after you again. And it really, you can't fall into a formula. That's really interesting. What a cool boss design. You really do have to just get good and you have to learn the patterns. That's really cool. Yeah. You can't just cheese a boss and do the same thing over and over, you know what I mean? Oh, dang it, like I just tried to do. Oh. Yeah. Or we can just keep doing this. We can just keep doing this all day. Oh, no. Okay. It's so interesting. I don't think I've ever played a game that's done that. Where all of a sudden I feel like the boss literally learned and was like, oh, okay, that's how you're gonna do this? Well, then I'm gonna do this. You are so scary. You're like, oh gosh, I'm just... Ew. Yeah, take that, you mean pig. What is it, a pig? It's a pig and a deer? Oh, okay. Oh, we're almost there. Oh. Ah. Yeah. I'm learning. Very satisfying. That's so interesting. The story, oh, Sword Art says, can't wait for you to play Mario Wonder. I have Mario Wonder on my 2-stream backlog, and I'm not opposed to playing Mario Wonder at all. I look forward to it. I've heard great things about it. I'm sure it's really fun. Mario is just never my go-to. If I had a choice between like if you were to give me a choice and be like, all right, what do you want to stream next? Prince of Persia or Mario Wonder? I would pick Prince of Persia. If you were to say, what do you want to stream next? Final Fantasy X or Mario Wonder? I would probably choose Final Fantasy X. The Mario, who it's Paladrin who says Mario isn't a game to play as a story. Mario is all about fun, as they do a decent job of making the same run, jump, repeat formula feel fun. Like, it's platforming. Well, I guess it's not. Well, it kind of is. It can be 3D platforming. Like, I loved Mario Odyssey. I thought Mario Odyssey was really fun. But my favorite Mario game ever was Mario Galaxy 2, for sure. Convert a small amount of damage taken into Athra buildup. Interesting. This is a really cool fight. Where's a tree? Can I save it a tree? Is it like forever far back here? Oh, dang it. Okay. Just gonna keep going. I have a does it autosave after a boss fight? I bet it probably does. I have a feeling that this is not something that I will... Oh, you know what? I did love Super Mario World. I forgot about Super Mario World. I liked Super Mario World a lot, but that is your quintessential side-scrolling platformer, right? And I love those types of games. I've never beaten Super Mario Brothers 2, but I will say, I think part of the reason I didn't ever beat it was because our Nintendo got old and stopped working, and so by the time... Oh, no. That looks like me. That is me. Do I get a bow?
Menelaus's bow. What's going on?
I do love that. Press triangle to fire an arrow, use L to aim. Okay, I'm sorry. Praise the devs for being like, all right, now you can go here and now you can go here. Hooray! You don't have to wander around and figure out where you're supposed to go. You know, I know a lot of people will, I know a lot of people love Hollow Knight, but I know a lot of people also feel like Hollow Knight had a lot of like, well, it's a Metroidvania, right? Where it's got a lot of backtracking where you're like, okay, well, now I have this new power. Where can I go? Bless the devs for being like here and here. Thank you so much. Bless you all. Why I'm dead here is anyone's guess. There's evil afoot. Oh, and then you refill here. Got it. I understand. I understand. I do have Super Mario Maker 2 on my backlog because I felt like that would be a good one for like a streamiversary or like a special occasion or a charity stream or something like that. Maybe not, or something like you know, I'm heading out of town in like 2 weeks. And so I was like, do I start a new game or do I just kind of play something like that for a while? That was enough time. And this isn't so story heavy. I would not have started something like Rebirth when I was going out of town in 2 weeks. Prince of Persia, I feel like that's okay. I feel like I can do that. Oh, what? I'm sorry. Wait. Oh, can I knock those down? How do I aim? It says, how do I aim? Oh, so you can't like aim and then shoot. You just have to... Okay. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Oh, gosh, okay. Oh, beans! That is kind of frustrating. Why can't you just aim and then shoot? It's like immediate. You push the triangle and you just automatically shoot. I wish I could like aim a little bit better. But I think the aiming is going to be very forgiving. Awesome. That's really cool. I really hope Super Mario Maker 3 is a thing whenever Switch 2 happens. I mean, I haven't ever... everybody says Super Mario Maker 2. Nobody has ever told me to play Super Mario Maker, the first one. Super Mario Maker 2, where you can, like, give other people levels. Okay. Oh. Hey. Oh, yep. We're up in, like, a super plate. We're in an air. Oh, gosh. Hey! You can cut grass in this game. This is collector's game. All the grass. You gotta cut all the grass. Was that in Collector's interview? Did I put that in there where he spent like the first hour of Breath of the Wild just cutting grass? Did I put that in there? I can't remember. Cutting grass and collecting crickets. And you know what? Zelda watched the whole time and was going, Link, what are you doing? What's this? Okay. I feel like that's lore. Sword Art's like, I'm just gonna make a level 2 just for Susie. Did a level in Mario Maker 2 just for Susie. Great. Completely unrelated to games, Max says the librarian just realized she put down the wrong names for autographs on a set of books from last week. She really was stressed about that. She doesn't usually make that kind of mistake. She put down the wrong names? Like, names for, like, the... Names for, like, the books that were being autographed or, like, the people that were getting autographs? Can we... Oh. Oh. I can go up there, but... Okay. Nope. I will get a new move someday, and I will be able to go there. I don't like the look of you. Oh. Oh, that was really easy. Simple. No, that was lucky, was what that was. No! Son of a... I hope I get some sort of dash ability in the air. That would be great, even though it's totally not doable. What's the matter, buddy? You're really powerful with your magic, but you are not melee. Oh. Oh! Okay. 2 is way better than 1. But 1 is dead now with the servers being taken offline. Oh, well then, there you go. That makes sense then. That makes sense why everybody talks about Super Mario Maker 2 and not 1. I mean, you kind of gotta... like, obviously Super Mario Maker 1 was kind of a test, right? And then they figured out it was great and people loved it, so they built on that, which is cool, and then they made a better game. Right? This with these little crystals. Wolf says, yes, it was in there. Breath of the Wild was my first Zelda, so I didn't have any idea what I was getting into. That is so mind-boggling to me. The fact that Breath of the Wild was a lot of people's very first Zelda game is so mind-boggling to me. And I love that because I've played Zelda all my life. And so I played a whole lot of the, like, traditional formulaic Zelda games where first you get the item and then you go, you know, first you go to the dungeon and then you get the item and all that stuff. And those games are great and I like them. But I really love Breath of the Wild a lot. And I love that, like, ooh. I don't know. Some people might come after me with hate for saying this, but I am okay if they don't ever go back to the linear Zeldas ever again. I would be fine if they do, but I would also be okay if they didn't. Because I feel like, why would they go back now? And you do see people that are like, oh, I really wish that they would go back to the traditional Zelda. I'm like, I don't. I thought Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were phenomenal. I thought they were great. I loved them. But everybody, I don't gatekeep. So everybody is totally, they're all 100%, they can have their own opinions on that. It's totally fine. Now, what's interesting is playing Breath of the Wild first and then going back to something like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time. Have you played any of those, Wolf? I'm really interested to know. Oh, she wrote one of the names down wrong. She can get new copies, but she feels bad. Well, you know what? It happens, man. We are human. Happens. Now we can go up here. So nice of them to just give me arrows. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but I will take it. We're on a time crunch. Oh! Oh. Okay. These go away after... Oh, I gotta be fast! I wanna be the very best. No one ever was. Okay, all right. I certainly wouldn't mind it at all. I just hope they learn to adjust the game to reflect changes based on how you've played, like cutscenes changing based on your actions and all that. I agree with that. Which I think they can do, man. It's supposed to go up? I don't even know. Oh! 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 That was such a good save! Wow! Wait a minute. That was a great save, and that was awesome and all. Oh, no! Everything about this is bad. Oh, that's what I want. Oh, biscuits. Dang it. Okay, that was a great save and all for nothing. Oh. Breath of the Wild, half of Link's Awakening, got tired of Googling answers, Skyward Sword, and Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, gosh. Okay, how did you like Skyward Sword? There's a lot of hate for Skyward Sword. I loved it. I thought it was great. It was refreshing. I thought it was great. I did not appreciate that they kind of recycled bosses a lot. But for the most part, I felt like it was a good game. I liked it. I liked it. I liked that Zelda wasn't like... She wasn't like this untouchable, like, regal princess that only Link had, like, access to be around because he was a knight or whatever. I mean, she was kind of on the same level. I mean, I think she was who? Like, the chief's daughter or whatever? Okay, that was great. But she'd never felt like legitimate royalty like she does in most of the other games. And that was nice. I liked Skyward Sword. I thought it was really fun. I don't own Skyward Sword on the Switch. It did have goofy mechanics, and I feel like that may have been fixed with the HD version that they released on the Switch where you can use the joystick. I don't know. I don't own it. I've been hesitant to buy it because I've been like, am I gonna love this? Am I gonna waste 60 bucks? I have Skyward Sword on the Wii. I played it my first time, and I really, really loved it. And then I played it a second time, I think. I think I tried to stream it a long time ago, and I was like, these controls are terrible. What's the matter, buddy? Got some in your eye? Oh, why can I not parry that? I'm not on my parry A game. I don't think I have any arrows. Oh, I have 2. Okay. Nice. That was cool. That was great. I played Skyward for the story. A friend said if I wanted to understand Zelda, that was the game to play. Interesting that they would recommend that one. My favorite Zelda game of all time, and a lot of people have told me that this is kind of a weird opinion because Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom is one of my top games of all time, but they're not my favorite Zelda games. If you're looking at Zelda as a whole, my favorite Zelda game is Twilight Princess. I love Twilight Princess. I'm not entirely sure even why, because ultimately I'm gonna run out of arrows. Oh, I already have run out of arrows. Okay, all right, okay, thank you. I love Twilight Princess. I thought Twilight Princess was fantastic. There was something about it that was so different to me, and maybe it was because of the darkness of it. You know, it was a lot darker. It was a lot more kind of... Oh, we can't go in there yet. Oh, yes, we can. It was just a lot more sinister feeling. I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was great. But I also really liked Skyward Sword. I loved Skyward Sword. They gave us a lot of dungeons, and I appreciated that a lot. I loved flying. Groose is hysterical. It was definitely one of the more cartoony games, though. It was definitely one of the more cartoony Zeldas, where, like, you know, there was a lot of goofiness. But then you have the Silent Realms, which are literal nightmare fuel. Those were so scary. Oh my gosh. Or were they called Nightmare? No, Silent Realms. Did I say Silent or did I say Nightmare? Yeah, Silent Realms were something else, man. Those were so scary. Those were crazy. Don't mess around with the Silent Realms. I got so lucky in the volcanic Silent Realm. So lucky. There's a tree up there. I can't get to. I said silent? Okay, good. Twilight Princess is great. Midna is definitely my favorite sidekick, for sure. She was definitely the most likable, and she was the least obnoxious, I feel. But that's just me. Like I said, everybody has their own opinions. But Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they're just so different. It's really hard to compare them because they're just so different from one another. But I think if you're looking, and honestly, Link to the Past is hard. It's very challenging. It's really, really challenging, and I completely understand. It's confusing. I never played Link to the Past. Excuse me. I never played Link to the Past until I was probably like... I don't think I ever played it in its entirety until I was out of high school. You know what is an underrated Zelda game? Well, the Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages games for Game Boy are both underrated, but I also feel like Link's... What was it? Link's... Yeah, it can be confusing. Some of those dungeons are really confusing. What am I thinking of? It's the one with the pictures. It was on the 3DS. Link Between Worlds. That game was such a breath of fresh air. I was so surprised. I loved that game. I thought that game was great. I don't own a 3DS. I had to borrow my sister's, but I highly recommend if you can somehow manage to play it, do yourself a favor. The music was great. A Soma tree? Okay, that sounds exciting. But I do not know how to... I don't think I can come here yet. Okay. I was also really impressed by... I've only played 2 Castlevania games in my life. I've played Symphony of the Night, which I love. And then I also played one on the DS, and I don't remember what it's called. Once again, I borrowed my sister's DS. I don't remember what it was called, but you're a female protagonist. What was it? I don't remember. Somebody here will know. But I really loved that one too. That one was a surprise. I really, really liked that one a lot. Got pulled into a last minute meeting. Are the whack-whacks properly whacking? Indeed. They're keeping me alive, keeping me healed. Yep. Keeping me alive and healed. Where else am I going? Like, I guess... Oh, weird. So, like, time? I think I'm supposed to go over here. Can I zoom out? Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, I'm supposed to go right. Okay. So, or at least I think so. Waka waka waka. You walk, I walk, everybody walk whack. Oh, the jokes are endless. I could talk Zelda for hours though. It's a big part of my life as far as gaming. It was not it wasn't like a spark game of mine or anything, but I do feel like one of my earliest gaming memories is probably watching my dad and my brother play Link to the Past together, because I remember seeing my dad reach the part at the end of Link to the... Oh, okay, that is 100% not where I'm supposed to go. I remember watching my dad get to the part, beans, like where he was at the final boss, like he was at Ganon, and he was in the Dark World, and there was the big hole on the top of the pyramid and all that stuff. I remember watching my dad and my brother play that. But I don't think I played... I scream, you scream, the police come, it's awkward. Probably shouldn't do that. Much better than Ender Lily's map attempt. Oh yeah. Apparently Ender Lily's has a crappy map system, which I will be honest, those were my downfalls with both Tunic and, what was it called? Death's Door. I really enjoyed Death's Door, and I wanted to love Death's Door. And for the most part, I enjoyed it, and I did beat it, but I felt like the mini-map had a lot of... I feel like it could have been, or it didn't have a mini-map. I don't think either it or Tunic had mini-maps, and that was such a... Wow, I freaking hate these guys. And I have to go back all the way back up to heal? Ooh. I might as well just die. You know what? I might as well just die. That's not worth it. I need a mini-map. I get confused and I get lost, and I don't like running around a game and trying to feel and spending all this time trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go, because it just takes away from the story and or like the gameplay. And I just don't like that feeling of just running around and being like, I know I've already been here. Where am I supposed to go? It just wastes time. And I remember I said that in one of Control Freak's streams, and he was like, well, that just means you got to get good and you just have to remember where you are. And I was like, okay, yeah, okay. Maybe some of us are better at remembering where we are than others. Way to rub it in my face that I suck at reading a map. You guys know this. I was looking at Final Fantasy Rebirth's map and I was like, well, I don't know where I'm going. I'm so bad. And I feel like it's definitely easier with, okay, those can go through platforms. Awesome. Basically dead. Oh my gosh, as I live and breathe. Is school almost out for you? Or is school done? Oh my gosh. So my brother gifted me this game for my birthday. Oh no, can't go through stone. Got it. And I am really enjoying it so far. It's very, very fun. I'm totally down. I feel like I am getting better at it, but maybe not. I don't know. It's unclear. Some of the boss fights are really, really cool. And of course, now my life is like super low, but I have a potion, but I don't know if I want to use my potion right now. Okay, that is useless. Oh, that's not the way we're supposed to go. We're supposed to go this way. But we finally... Oh, hello.
Menelaus.
Oh, that's Menelaus.
And that amazes you somehow?
I have your bow.
I found your bow. Different possibilities, all unfolding.
We finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I finished it. Gosh, was it only last week? Feels like a lifetime ago. I put 100+ hours into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and it was great, and I loved it. But it was definitely time to move on to something different. Also, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate that so much. I'm sorry if I didn't say that before.
Maybe worrisome, but at least I know my bow is in good hands. Anahita is taking Hassan to the top of the citadel. Right. To the Simor Gate.
Simorg.
Before I
Simorg.
forget, my bow serves a dual
2
purpose.
weeks left? Oh my gosh,
You
we
may
get out
want
of
to
school
take
this
another
week.
look.
Charlotte's out on Thursday.
I'll meet
Which
you up
is
there.
crazy because that's the earliest I think I've ever heard of school getting out. Usually it's not out until like the first week of June. A ranged weapon that comes back to Sargon once thrown. Hold triangle to aim precisely with the chakram. Okay, so this replaced the bow. Oh, that's fancy. Okay. Oh no, I still have the bow. Okay, so I just hold it down. Just gonna bring the camera down. Okay. Cool. Oh, I can hear my heartbeat because I'm almost dead. Sorry, my dude. If we could just... Oh. Can I shoot it through? That's cool. I do like that a lot. It's Xena's weapon. Oh my gosh. I have not thought about Xena in ages. Oh, I used to watch Xena. Whoa. Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize there was a. I didn't realize there was still spikes. Okay, my bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Do I still have my? Okay. Cool. 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 No, I was terrible at reading the map. Well, to be totally honest, though, Rebirth's maps were confusing because they were definitely terrained. And there were certain things that you were like, okay, I know that that's got to be like underground or something. Like there were, and I don't want to spoil things, but because I know basically Dad hasn't played Remake or Rebirth, but there were certain things on the map that I was like, there is 100% something that's supposed to be here, but I cannot figure out how to get. It's got to be either below me or above me. I don't know. I was confused, but I definitely struggled. I don't feel like I struggled reading maps in Metroidvanias. But man, I really struggled reading maps in Rebirth for sure. What's it gonna be, buddy? Okay. Bam. Yeah. That sucks. To be you. Oh! Look this way. And then we're just gonna leave you because I don't want to deal with you. Okay, so our buddy is not dead. This just in. We have his bow, but it's not his bow. Oh, wait. Maybe down here is something special? Oh! Oh, no. No! That was bad. That was really bad. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. This is a prophecy. Muad'Dib! An acid is written! Wobbly wobbly, timey wimey. Yeah, there's something wackadoo going on here. I don't fully understand what it is, but there's something even farther down here. It looks. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Wow, I made it. I don't know how I did that, but I am down. It's floating around me. Oh, it's because I couldn't like stop to like pick it up. Oh, basically Dad is going to attempt to play through Final Fantasy VII. I got to chapter 14 and lost interest. So now I'm on chapter 3. Then when Rebirth comes to PC, I can play it. Whoa, wait. You got to chapter 14 in Remake? And now you're back on chapter 3? I'm confused. What is chapter 14? Is that Wall Market? Because, wow, they really dragged Wall Market out a long time. And I was like, I'm kind of over this. Like, Wall Market in the original takes maybe 30 minutes. Maybe. Maybe 40. But of course they were going to draw that out. Like, of course they were, right? But I was like, I wasn't down. Once again, these are all Susie Grace's opinions. These don't have to be your opinions. These are just Susie Grace's opinions. Absolutely no judgment if you loved Wall Market or if you like, you know what I'm saying? No judgment at all. Oh, this looks crazy. Oh, I understand what's happening. Oh. Whoa! Oh, I almost did it. Okay, okay. I had to look at that for a second. Almost did it. See, I love platforming stuff like that. That is so cool. That's like Guacamelee stuff, actually. Guacamelee has a lot of platforming challenges like that. Wall Market is 100% my least favorite part of the original. Such a slog if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, well. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's Dadbots! How are you, Dadbots? Happy Monday. Do you have any Dr. Pepper left? A little bit. I feel like wearing red on my camera makes me look very red. Maybe I'm wrong. Rare metal with a pale bluish tint used as reinforcing material. Okay, cool. That sounds fantastic. Cool story, bro. Hello and goodbye. Koi Wolf says, flashes back to the Bugenhagen map that was upside down. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, I could never quite figure out. Ugh, yeah, there were definitely. You know what? That's what it was. There was a. I appreciate you coming in and saying hello. Yeah, it definitely brings out, like, if I wear like any sort of red tinted shirt, it makes me look really, really red. Oh, Sargon's bored. Okay. I have concerns. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna die, 100%. Ah, I knew it! Okay, I just have to think. I just have to think. But it is warm today, so I wanted to wear a dress. And I own a dress that I am literally missing. I can't figure out. Oh, that's not what I. Okay. Where the fruit am I going? Where was that area? Wasn't it up higher? Or was it through the other room? I never played Crisis Core, no. I did not. I have heard that I should. And I should. I legitimately... Okay, I can't remember, like, where that other part was. I know, I think it would... I know it would explain the story more. Wait a minute, this is not where I was. Where the heck was I? How am I forgetting literally where I just went? Okay, that works also. Wait a minute. Was I here? Oh, that was the same puzzle. I jumped up here and then I was like, oh, how do I do this? Okay, I'm an idiot. Yep, we're gonna move on to the next room. I thought I was in a totally different room. That's cool. It's good of me to understand how things work. What? I'm like, where was I just now? I don't understand. I don't like the sounds that are being... Oh! Okay. Just hold on 1 second. There we go. That's what I need. Whack, whack! Whack, whack. I have never heard of... I'm sorry. No, I have heard of Earthbound. I just saw in Discord somebody posted a message about Earthbound. I've never heard of it. I had never heard of it until Nintendo announced it on the Switch. I've never played it. I know nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. Archer and the Man-Eater. Isn't that a song? She's a man-eater. Or something like that. I don't remember. Okay. Oh, it's 4:15. Okay, you know what? Since we have just come to a whack-whack tree. Is it whack-whack or whack-whack? I think it's whack-whack. I think this is where I'm going to leave it for now because I don't want to continue on and then make it somewhere where I can't stop. Also, I had my PS5 in rest mode over the weekend and we had 3 power outages. So when I started it up today, it was like, your PS5 was turned off incorrectly. Whoops, my bad. I think I just accidentally forgot to turn it off and it turned off and went into rest mode on its own. So this is where we're going to leave it. I really enjoy this game and I really enjoy the fighting. I really enjoy parrying. And I don't think like I said earlier, I don't think I've ever played a game where the boss fights, maybe they're not learning from you. I'm not really sure, but it sure feels like they're learning from you. And I've never experienced a boss fight like that. So I really like the boss fights, but this game feels more doable than some of the battles in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that I discussed earlier, because this game is a lot like Hollow Knight and a lot like, I don't know, what other game can I kind of compare it to? Even like Guacamelee, where I feel like you fail not because the boss is too hard, but because you weren't fast enough. And that feels different than having just all the odds stacked against you for no reason other than to just have all the odds stacked against you. So I prefer this kind of battle, and I love Metroidvanias anyway, so I'm really enjoying this. That last boss fight with that pig thing was really, really cool. Because I found I fell into, you find yourself going, okay, I can slide underneath enemies. That's how I'm going to do it from now on. But that boss, and he had a backward attack, and then the boss earlier that had the big, like, not tower. What am I thinking of? He was holding the big thing. It was like almost like a battering ram. He also got smarter. So I guess they do kind of have phase 2s, but there isn't any big cutscene that's like, oh, you've reached half HP and now it's time for something different. They just all of a sudden get like smarter, and they're like, oh, you're going to play this way? Well, then I'm going to play this way. And that's really interesting. I don't think I've ever, they're always like, when I booted it up, it was like, beep, 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 beep. I was like, whoa. And it said, the PS5 was turned off incorrectly. And I thought, well, that's not even my fault. We had 3 power outages over the weekend and we didn't have any rain. So it didn't make any sense. It obviously had to do with the water, like all the water, because we've gotten flood warnings, but I don't know. I don't understand. Anyway, so this is where we're going to leave it today, but we will come back. The undead warrior? Yeah. The guy with the big column. That's what I was talking about. The big piece of the column that was like using as a battering ram. But I'm really enjoying the game, and I really like the fighting style, and I like the animation and everything. So I can definitely see the hype. I'm looking forward to it. My brother was like, get ready. You're going to have your mind blown. I am ready, baby. It's going to be amazing. I'm loving it. It's going to be great. But I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me and tuning in while I play games and die a lot. It's so good to see you, basically, Dad. Thank you so much for the resub. That means so much to me. I appreciate everybody for being here and tuning in and coming to hang out, and for putting up with my chatting and talking incessantly about it, Rebirth, because I have a lot of thoughts. I'm hoping I can put together some sort of like discussion or something before I go out of town to Utah. I also was kind of thinking maybe I would bring like my capture card and my webcam and maybe my little like lapel microphone to Utah so my brother and my sister and I could stream together. But then I realized my dad and my stepmom are both at that age where they can't really babysit anymore. Like my dad just had back surgery, and while he's doing really well, he cannot lift Auden. So, and my stepmom just had rotator cuff surgery about a month or 2 before my dad had his back surgery. And they're just not in a place that I can be like, okay, you watch the grandkids, and my siblings will all go off and do our own thing. And it's not like we can stream together with the girls awake. So there might be a way that I can stream maybe from my phone or something, and maybe we can talk games and just chat about games and stuff together. You know, because my siblings are pretty popular in this community. They've come to visit me. We've streamed a lot. You guys know my siblings pretty well. But I can't really promise anything because they are my childcare, and I can't leave my kids with my dad anymore because he's just not physically in a position to like watch my girls without some sort of supervision, like with me being there or my sister being there or my brother. And it's not because he doesn't want to, it's because physically he just can't right now. So kind of thought about it, but I was like, I don't see that happening. But girls camp is not happening anymore, which would have taken me away for about 3 days next week. And so I'm trying to I've got a lot of things I'm trying to brainstorm because we've got a lot of things happening in the next couple weeks. I'm heading out of town on June 4th. And I'll be gone for a week, but I'm hoping I can put something together for a streamiversary. It'll be 5 years, I think, since I started streaming on the 28th of this month. It was the very first time I ever sat down and booted up Twitch Sings, which literally changed my life. Not because of Twitch Sings in particular, but because that's the first time I sat down and started streaming and went live for the first time. And then everything else that followed all followed. And, you know, I was really sad Twitch Sings went away, but I honestly believe that if Twitch Sings hadn't gone away, I would not be sitting here with this community playing games and enjoying all of you guys. Maybe I'd be with a different community. I don't know. I have no idea. But I will tell you, I can do this for a lot longer than I can just sing songs back to back to back to back to back. So I'd like to plan something for that if I can. The biggest problem is childcare because with Andrew working and whatnot. So, but obviously I'll put all sorts of messages and things like that in the Discord. Anything that is scheduled, anything that is a bigger deal than just a regular stream, I'll put details in the Discord for. But just know, and please don't forget that you matter. You are so important. And I appreciate being able to come here to a safe place and maybe spout some opinions about games that you guys may not 100% agree with, but we can all be gracious and kind, and we can all talk about things openly, and we don't have to, you know, nobody's gatekeeping, nobody judges, and maybe you judge silently, but you know, I don't get any hate comments or anything like that. And I appreciate that a lot. I have my opinions. Everybody else has their opinions. If you are feeling like you might want to sit and chat games on a GameSpark, go ahead and sign up. The form is on my Discord. I'm slowly making my way through my list. We have such a good time. And if it's a matter of like, you don't want to show your face on camera, or you don't, you're afraid you're going to say something that somebody else has already said or whatever, don't worry about that. We can work around all that. We can either use an avatar, or I can just do like waveforms of your voice, or, you know, whatever. And everybody's story is unique. So don't feel like you can't talk about certain games. I can almost guarantee by the time I reach, maybe let's say I reach 50 episodes, I'm sure Pokemon will have been mentioned so many times, but it doesn't matter. It's everybody else's opinions, and everybody has their own individual stories. And that's what I'm looking for, is your opinions and your experience, not anybody else's. When it's your interview, that's all about you. I don't care what anybody says, what anybody else said, or how anybody else got there or whatever. So, I still will have not played it. Maybe for Streamiversary, I can play Pokemon Scarlet, and Charlotte can sit here with me and berate me for how terribly I'm doing. Is your Spark game Pokemon? Then you should do a game Spark. I know it'll be a lot of people's, but anyway, so everybody just remember that you are important, that you matter. You have unique gifts and talents that you bring to this community and that you bring to the world around you that nobody else can bring. And this world and my community are a better place with you in it than without you in it. And just remember to choose kindness, because you just never know what anybody's going through. So, but I'll be back tomorrow. And I don't have Pokemon Stadium. I have one Pokemon game, and that is Pokemon Scarlet. And it's on Charlotte's, it's on Charlotte's Lite Switch, her Switch Lite. I don't know if I can put that on. I should be able to put that on my Switch. Whatever. I still have a lot of planning to do, and I don't even know if I have childcare for it. So we will see. But until next time, I will see all of you guys tomorrow. I appreciate all the resubs and all the gift subs and everything. You guys just lift me up. and really, really make my day. So I appreciate everybody, and I'll be back tomorrow, and we will continue more of this saga. So until next time, I'll see everybody tomorrow, and have an excellent rest of your day or your night or time zone or whatever. Bye, everybody. I love you all. It doesn't matter. It's in the past.